So this is the very first day when we start our driveway. Right here, it's just into the woods. As you can tell by the way the excavator is running, I have not been on one for many years. So it's going to be a very interesting day. But boy, do those trees push over nicely. Boy, I think this tree just about hit the Jeep. Had a lot of close calls. Oop, you can see there, about took it out.
Yeah?
The idea will be similar to what I got here, where I just crushed it. But the idea will be to take chains off, cut stumps off, and then pick up the root wads and shake them and get as much dirt off as possible. You don't want to leave big holes. You're going to leave holes, but the more dirt you leave behind, the better. We'll see ya. Okay, walking down our very rough and tumble driveway. Going past the little tiny excavator that we have. This will be our future driveway at some point. These are the trees we knocked down. Kind of made a little bit of a mess, balled some stuff up, but I just wanted to get things turned over so I could come back and get rid of all this overburden here and start smoothing stuff out. Not our primary task today, but definitely our secondary task. Catch up with Eric so the scenery doesn't always look the same. You know, maybe I should have went a little farther with the excavator. Sitting up there, it looked like I was closer to the edge. Maybe we should come back here with the machine first.
Is this what you're thinking? The house right here in this corner?
Probably another 200 feet.
That's a lot of land.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and this afternoon run the excavator all the way up there, and then we'll get the shot. I can level this out a little bit and make it a lot nicer to walk.
Well, here's your driveway.
Well, as you can see here, we're moving right along. Eric is filming. I'm down here on the excavator working. Quite a mess I've got, but at least we can plow through it and walk through it. Earlier when we came down this way, there were so many blackberries and stinging nettles and everything else that you could hardly get through. So I'm down here clearing out a few trees and trying to get on down to where the house is going to be. Coming up here on the left, right before the excavator, that's where we're going to turn, and we'll head down a little slope, about 20-foot dip and up on a hill, and that's where the barn's going to be, and from the barn it'll connect back around. As you can see here, I'm just knocking over a few trees, still trying to get the hang of it. This excavator's, it's a little bit clunky. It's an old excavator, but I'm a pretty clunky operator too, so I guess we make a good team. By the end of this, though, I'm going to be doing much better. I promise you. So I'm still having a hard time, as you can see, trying to figure out a method for knocking over these trees, efficiently picking them up and shaking off the dirt from the roots and getting them out of the way. And pretty much what I'm doing is creating a big mess along the left-hand side, which eventually we'll have to go back and clean them all up because they're all still there. But we're going to buy a little tractor. That'll just be my job day in, day out, is clean them up, cutting them into firewood. The bigger ones we'll probably make into some kind of lumber. We have going to get a chainsaw mill. Look at that stump, almost came over and could have hit something there.
Well, we've finished the path for the driveway. Here is Steve knocking trees over. And right behind this holly tree, will be your future house. Right back there. The end of the driveway. And here goes Steve, going to dig some holes to test for the septic system. If I'm yelling, it's because I still have earplugs in.
So I'm headed back in here around behind the house. At this point, you can tell I still have no idea what I'm doing. Just kind of pushing over trees, making a mess. Trying to figure it out as I go. Thank goodness these trees are all so small that they push over so easily. Although this one coming up is going to give me a little bit of trouble. I think I have an idea here that I'm going to push down as few trees as possible. So you see how I'm squeezing in between those two? That's a bad idea because when I try to turn, I hit them. So I realize here, I got to get rid of these guys. So I turn around, knock a few down, but the best part's coming up right around the corner. So this is the part where we took the excavator and tried to knock down trees, but unfortunately I almost dropped a tree on Eric's head.
Going this way.